Hi, we're here at the old firehouse in Exeter, and as you can see, they've locked up their gates in preparation for the English Defence League protest that will take place today and will start 300 metres down the road. An anti-EDL protest is also taking place today, and XTV News will be interviewing members from both parties.
We're against all forms of Islamic extremism. As I'm sure you've read on the internet, our reasons for the university. They claim that everything's being ethically challenged and checked through for the checks that they receive, but we don't see that when they were receiving checks from Colonel Gaddafi himself. There's not a problem with the amount of Muslims. We haven't got an issue with Muslims in general. We are not a neo-Nazi organisation, we're not a racist organisation. We welcome everybody from any race, colour or creed.
We heard that there was a Muslim woman who wished to march to the EDL. Has that happened? Has that been facilitated?
She's still up in arms as whether to come or not. She's received various threats, etc. from other people, not the English Defence League, from other organisations and other communities, so we're in the middle of talking with her. As soon as the government is willing to stand up and confront the element of Islam that's causing all these atrocities, rather than saying, for instance, where Lee Rigby was murdered brutally and horribly, they turned around and said, it's not due to Islam, it's due to a crazed individual. Well, it's not. That book, the Quran, that they read, preaches that they have to kill the infidels being anyone that's a non-believer. We won't accept that. That book could be interpreted two ways. Yes, there's a peaceful side of it, which many Muslims adopt, and they take that peaceful side and they live in a peaceful harmony. Fair play to them and good to them. But there's a percentage that will take that Quran and read into it, into everything it says, and then twist it into an evil ideological way that it is. And until the government addresses that, we're not going away. We are just purely a symptom of what's happening. Once that's dealt with and gone, we'll go.
Why are you here in Exeter today?
Because I think Islamic culture here is totally alien to our culture. And if it could mix, okay, but it doesn't mix. And we've had 35 plots to blow up, terrorist plots in the last 8 years. I think enough's enough. Where does it stop?
Well, they all preach from the same Quran, don't they?
True. But is that saying that you don't like Muslims in general, or is it just...
I don't believe in the Quran. I think the Quran's the most... not the powerful thing, I think it's the most disgusting thing, because FGM... Would you do that to your 3-month-old baby?
Of course not, no.
I couldn't do that to my little baby. I've got a 3-year-old daughter.
Really?
I could never do that to her.
Now for a look at the Exeter Together march, which began in Belmont Park and marched on to Bedford Square. It is reported that over 1,000 people attended. We spoke to some of the participants.
Disco, baby. We don't want these type of people in our town, so... It's only one way to show them they're not welcome. Have a big party.
Dear EDL leader, if I ever get the chance to meet you, I just want to smile.
The fact that we don't want the EDL in Exeter, and we don't want this kind of Nazi philosophy spreading. So it's not about us today, it's just about us showing solidarity to the cause. So,
do you think the EDL should be allowed to march?
Fair play to them. If they want to march, they can march. I'm not in favour of banning protests, which probably surprise those that have met me before. But I do think that if they're going to march, we're going to march against them, and hopefully we'll win in the end. So.
Why are you here today?
To support people who don't like fascists and people who don't like racists, to make it clear to people that you can't behave like this in our country.
And are you enjoying the march so far today?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's beyond all expectations. I'm guessing there's over 500 people here. There's been a lot of activity on Twitter and on the internet leading up to this, and it's great to see that the activity on the internet is actually turning into real people, marching the streets, celebrating the diversity that we have here in Exeter.
I want to thank the EDL. It's very rare, and you will probably never hear this come out of my mouth again, but actually, without them and their filthy, racist, fascist words that they speak, we would not be here today. So let's say thank you to the EDL that you're here, but we're here too, we're much bigger, and actually, I don't think you're going to call another demonstration in Exeter again, are you?
And I don't understand why you hate us so much, because most of us will still hold the door open for you when you're broken. Still smile at you when you're swollen. Ask me for £1 and I'll give you 2, including a token.
We have seen today how 2 opposing views can spread their message peacefully. Unfortunately, the activities of a few threatened to escalate a peaceful protest into a riot. Later, one of the EDL members who had approached our camera became more heated.
No, hold on. If I come to you,
How many is that?
if I come to you, to your 2-month-old baby, and I cut her clitoris off because she didn't want to enjoy sex, do you think that's what?
No, of course not. I'm not defending that, am I?
Dude, well, where do you think I'm coming from? If I cut my little girls off, clitoris off, because I didn't want to enjoy sex, do you think I could live with myself?
No, but that's against the law.
That's against the law. So why is it that they can do that to their own children?
What happened?
I was walking down the pub they were assembling at, and they chanted some racial slurs.
Like what? Do you want to expand on that?
They said, "Go wash your skin. You're not English. You're not English."
Right, we are here to help your kids. Do you want your kids to turn against your own kind?
It's been a day full of heated opinions and passionate arguments. This has been XTV News on the EDL March. Good night.
From Jamaica to the world.